Hello everyone, this is Impulse, and today I am here with my good friend the Duke Minecraft, and we got something cool to show you guys. It is a melon and pumpkin farm, and this design is brand new. The Duke came up with it, inspired by the one I built on Hermitcraft. He took it to the next level, made it a little more efficient, a little more resource friendly, all good stuff. So tell them what's going on behind us here, Duke.
All right, so I compacted the redstone a lot, and so how all the levels work is just a burnout clock in the middle here, and when this thing gets updated, it launches off all the melons. They smack against the glass and they fall down and get collected.
Oh, I love that.
And so with each level, it's kind of acted remotely with the water. So water falls down through the middle of the farm, and as it's going down, it goes by all the burnout clocks and it activates them all.
Yeah,
So
it
as you can
just
see,
triggers them as it falls down. So we got a big tower to show you over here, and this thing is really awesome. It's lossless. You even improve some of the efficiencies by adding some stems, and I love the fact that you don't even have to connect these up as you start building as many layers as you want, really, because if you went to build height, you could have waterfall all the way down, as many as you want. Oh, that
yeah.
is so cool. So yeah, how did you make the water happen up here?
Oh yeah, at the top we've just got a hopper clock
Hmm.
and activates a piston, and then this basically just activates dispenser that puts out a little bit of a water blade, which goes down the middle.
Yep.
And you can put as many or as little items as you want in the hopper clock to make it as trigger as rapidly or as like few mm, as little as you want.
Yep.
I would recommend probably putting in 2 stacks. Seems to be the best rate.
Yeah, if you want to make sure these aren't firing too often, right? Because maybe your world's a little laggy, or you got a computer that can't really handle it too often. You can put in a bunch if you want it firing all the time. I guess it's up to you. But like Duke said, just a couple stacks is probably good enough to give these guys some time to grow in between the clocks going off. And yeah, at the bottom it's just simple little water stream into some hoppers. You can put as many chests, do whatever you want with the output there. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I really like it. So with the one I had done on Hermitcraft, it was all connected. I had to connect the bottom layer to the one above it. This one you can actually like see through the layers here, and it's just the water. And you have water down the sides, which is really nice. I think it's a much better look than the one I had done, where I had like water in front of them being held up by signs. So it even looks a little better. And also, there's some nice spots to put lighting if you want to make sure you don't have mobs up in there, right? Do you have
Yeah.
some glowstone or something on you? You can kind of show people where to put some lighting if they want to make sure it's all lit up nice and properly.
Yeah, it's really easy to put the lighting. There's just these corners here in the middle right there.
Yep.
And just put that in for each layer. So it just fits pretty snugly in there. And then you might want to just put one on the back too to light up the redstone. So
Yep. And I think that's pretty aesthetically pleasing to the eye as well. So yeah, I think it makes it even look better. So pretty cool. Pretty cool. So I know what most people right now are saying. That is cool. How do I build it? Maybe we should go into tutorial mode here and build it block by block, at least one layer, so that they can see how to do it themselves. What do you say?
all right, let's do it.
All right. All right, so before we get started on the tutorial, let's show you guys the resources you're going to need here, and there's a bit of explaining to do. Basically, the top left items, these are what you're going to need per layer. These ones in the top right, you're going to need just for the bottom layer only. So one-time thing, and then the bottom set of stuff here is what you're going to need at the top to get your clocks and everything like that. So just can take a screenshot of that or write it down, whatever you need to do, but that's all the materials you're going to need. Obviously, again, however many layers you're going to build, take these top items and times it by that many layers, and you should be good to go. So, all right, that covers that. All right, so what I would suggest first is putting down the chest where you actually want all your melons and pumpkins to go into, and that kind of establishes the front or the floor of this thing. And then you want to put 3 hoppers in. One's going to go into the chest, as you can see here, and the other 2 into the side of that hopper behind it. And then we'll go on top here, and we'll fall a little bit. We'll go 1 up and 1 over with the glowstone, and then you can start putting your dirt down. And so there's 1 behind the glowstone, and then just go 6 out. And 1 behind that, another 6 behind there. So you should have kind of a 6x2 going on here. And then just throw 1 on the back end right there. So it looks like a little wing sticking out. And in that spot that is right there. You can put another piece of glowstone, give it even more lighting, and that's good to go there. So the next part is the actual waterway. So you want to go 8 solid blocks. Doesn't have to be iron, just solid blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're just going to close that in. So save a block there if you want. Break that out, and then just come all the way over to the hopper. And you should be able to put in your water, and it should flow right to the edge of that hopper if you counted correctly. Let's see. Did you get it right, Duke? Moment of truth?
Yeah. Oh, I don't have water on me.
You don't have the water. I'm going to find out for you. Here we go. Of course, he got it. He
we
nailed it. All right. So that's good to go. All right, so now that that water is in, we can start to, oh, is this where I need to like actually do all the tilling of the land and stuff? This is me. So you can start tilling the land if you want at this point. Putting in you got to decide if you want melons. Maybe do melons on one half, and you can do pumpkins on the other. I still just have melons, so I'm going to just go with the melons here. And then you can wait for them to grow, or if you got a little extra bone meal, you can hit them with some bone meal to make this go a little smoother, a little faster for you. And after that, it's just a matter of getting the redstone going. So Duke, I'm gonna let you do the redstone honors since you are the mastermind behind this thing.
All right, and then also don't forget that you've got the extra spots right behind all the glowstones. Yeah,
right. We gotta get that one going as well. So, and then did I get the last spot here? No, nope. So on the one on the end as well, make sure you hit that, and bone meal that up so they all look pretty. One more. Thanks for pointing that out, Duke. Totally forgot about those. Increased efficiency. All right. So what's going on behind this thing? We got to get some slime blocks and pistons and redstone. Let's go.
Okay, so it's not too difficult to set up. Just go back 3 blocks, and this is where the burnout clock's going to go. So I'm just going to build this first, and so that's it right there, as you can see.
Yep.
And then off the sides of it and one down, we're going to put 2 repeaters on 2 ticks, like that. These go into blocks with torches on the back that are on the same side as where the burnout clock's on. So.
And oddly enough, it sets off the burnout clock.
Yeah.
Even though there's a space in between. That's kind of interesting.
And then you just put in your 4 sticky pistons right there. Just like that. And then you can put in the slime, 6 down. Let's see, that's, am I counting correctly? Yeah, there we go.
Yep.
That's 6. 6 there.
6 underneath.
6 there, and then 6 there. And then to test if it works, you can just break that block and then replace it. And it should do that.
Perfect. Yep. So the bottom pistons are basically pulling the dirt back while the top ones are pushing forward at the same exact time to kind of knock the melons or pumpkins into the water stream. Right now, as it stands, those would just go flying off into the void. So we also need to put something to kind of catch them. At this point, it's kind of up to you guys. I mean, you could put a solid wall, but I think it'd be kind of nice to watch this thing. So you have some choices. You could do glass panes, and what's nice about that is you could actually start with them over the middle of the water stream, and it would kind of hit those and still be able to fall in between the gap there. Or you could do full blocks, full glass blocks if you wanted 1 block out. So instead of being over the water stream, you would just be kind of on top of these solid blocks. Totally up to you guys. Whatever you prefer, whatever you think looks nicer. Either way will work. And so let's go ahead and just real quick put in some of these glass panes. All right, so you're going to want to end right here in front of the glowstone, and that will cover it because this back one's actually going to grow over this side, and it gives it a little bit extra space to hit and then fall in the water. So you should be good there. And that is pretty much the basics of the first layer done. What I think we should do now, Duke, is maybe just build one more up off camera, just your basic layer above it. So it's going to be the same exact thing minus the little waterway and the hoppers, and we'll come back and we'll show you that, and then we'll come back again and show you how to do the clock on top of that, and I think that'll be good.
Okay, cool.
All right, so we got the next layer built up, and just wanted to show you guys, basically how it looks and how to kind of measure this out. So if you go from this glowstone right here, you just want to do 1, 2, 3 blocks, and then that's where your next glowstone would go for the corner of that, if you want to put these as close together as possible.
But technically, you could actually put these as far apart as you wanted. So you could have like 10 block gaps in between them if you wanted. I don't know, for some aesthetic reason, if you wanted to do that, but you have the option.
Yep, because basically the way it gets triggered, right, is the water just falls through the middle here, and so it's just going to keep falling until it triggers the next one. So yeah, the gap is up to you, but again, if you want to get them as close together as possible, that's what you're going to need to do, 3 blocks in between the pieces of glowstone there. And then you can see the rest is exactly like we built before, same exact setup. There, just minus the waterway. So, all right, so I guess the next thing we need to do is actually build the clock mechanism on top that's going to dispense the water that goes down through these guys, and that's going to be pretty much it. All right, so once you get done building as many layers as you want to build, we need to, on the very top one, install the clock that's going to dispense the water to trigger all the layers that you've done. So, Duke, go ahead and take the wheel, and I'll get a good view of how you build this up.
Okay, so off the back right here, we're going to go off the corner there, so these blocks corners are touching, and we're going to put the etho hopper clock right here, so the hoppers face into each other, and then we've got comparators out of those into blocks with redstone dust on top, and then sticky pistons off of those, and a redstone block. And then when you add items into that, the redstone block just shifts back and forth, and it's a clock.
Yep, so put 2 stacks in there.
Yep.
And
then
go back and forth.
So off the redstone dust here as well, you want to get another sticky piston and put out a block of redstone on the end of that. And then right next to the block of redstone, we're going to need a redstone dust going into a block. And then a torch on the side of that, a 4-tick repeater right there, and then a block here, and a dispenser right there. And now we're going to install the water that goes down through all the levels and hydrates all the crops. So off the side of this piston, for compactness, we're just going to put 1 water bucket in there, and then 1 in the dispenser here. Oops, there we go. And then the last one kind of fits in here, but on this block right there, you want to make sure to have it as an immovable block so that the slime blocks don't get stuck on it.
Yep, got a few choices there. Furnace, leaves, obsidian, those kind of things. Anything that can't be moved, and that will work. And then the water goes in right behind it there. Perfect. Are we done?
I think so, yeah.
That's it. Not bad,
yeah,
not bad.
That's it.
Nice job, Duke.
Let's see. Let me take out a few items so it triggers a little bit quicker.
Let's see this thing trigger so we can see the little water spit out here. Make sure that's going.
It's on the other way around.
It's on the other side now.
Okay, when it switches back to that side, it should trigger.
There we go. And you can see just a little blade of water fall through. And they all triggered on the way down. Perfect. Yep, looks like it's working perfectly. And that is it. All right, guys, so that's it for the tutorial. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. And again, guys, this was the Duke Minecraft improving upon a concept that I had shown. So, guys, give him some love. Go check out his channel. Link will be in the description. Probably has been on screen since the start of the video. Click on that. Go give him some love. He's always coming up with really cool inventions and designs and unique ways to do things in Minecraft. So awesome. Thanks, Duke, for sharing this with me and showing everybody how to build it. Had a lot of fun making this tutorial with you, and hopefully we get a chance to do it again sometime.
Oh, for sure. My pleasure, Impulse.
All right, guys. Again, don't forget, go subscribe to the Duke Minecraft right now. You will. All right, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed to either one of us, make sure you take care of that before you go. And with that said, we'll see you guys again next time. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.